Hello everybody. Today we'll learn how to plot multiple plots on one graph. If you have not seen my previous movie, you can go to www.sagemath.org and click on CoCalc. If you have not registered, you can sign up and then load. Make sure you select Python and Sage and create an account. And if you have already created an account, all you have to do is log in and then click on login and then click on SageMath and click on create project. Then you give a name. I'm going to call it multiple plots and create project, and then also click again and say create. Then you select SageMath, and then when you do that you should get a screen of this nature. So today we are going to plot something that we solved before. uh, we want to create this plot. So what this says is that when x is less than 2, the graph should be 3 minus x. So this is the 3 minus x graph. When x is greater than 2, it is 2 over x plus 1. So what we want to do is plot two of these plots at different ranges. So if a sage plot, we are going to plot this x minus 3 between let's say minus 2 and 2. And for x over 2, we are going to plot it between 2 and 4. So in SagePlot, to plot several plots on one graph, unlike previously, we have to, you know that to plot a graph, we use the command plot. So, but when you want to plot several plots on one graph, you need to give this a handle. So we call this F1. So we call this F1. In other words, this would be F1. Here, this would be F1 and this would be F2, and we will plot both. So in Sage, the plot command, as soon as you type plot command, you'll get a parenthesis, right? It will open up a parenthesis and you can start typing within. So as soon as you open a parenthesis, I generally open two parentheses. And then I also, if I want to put a color, I put a color here so that you can plot F1 in probably blue and F2 in red. That's the plan. So the first parenthesis should have the function, that is 3 minus x. Second parenthesis should have the range. So for the range we say x, comma, minus 2, comma, 2. Right? And for the third part, it is, we can say color. We want this in blue. So we say color equals blue. Sorry, I don't have space there. So for the second part, we say F2, that's F2 equals, since we are coloring, we'll have to do this in red. Plot, again we open parenthesis and we make two parentheses like this and close the parenthesis that we started. And the first one is the function x over 2 plus 1. The second is the range that's plotted in. So we say it's 2 and 4. And third one is color equals red. Okay, I'll do this again. The next thing we do here is we say F1 plus F2. Now we want to plot 2 on one plot, and we say equals show. Now we give the range of the entire plot. So we say for that we say x min equals, let's say we want to, the entire plot we want to show is from -2 to -2. Then we go on to say x max equals, let's say we plot it up to 4 or even 6, let's say 6. Y min equals 0 and y max equals 4. Let's say 4. Be close by. Oh, this should be, sorry, this should not be equal. This should be a dot here, not equal. It should be a dot. So let me show this on Sage. So before that, let me highlight this. So the first in the in the plot, the first parenthesis is the function, right? The second parenthesis, I'll give you a different color. Second parenthesis is the range, right? And we'll highlight again in a different color. For the function 2, first parenthesis gives you the function. Second parenthesis gives you the range. Okay, sorry, it should have been a different color. There you go. That should be the range, right? So let's see this done on SagePlot. So I've already typed it in SagePlot. This is your first function plot. This is, if you remember, it should be 3 minus x, comma, and the range of that plot. Okay, and we color it in blue. Then we do F2. That's the second function. Plot x over 2 plus 1, and the range of it is x 2 to 4, color red, and we do F1 plus F2, show x minimum, x maximum, y minimum, y maximum. Let's run this, and we see this graph, which is similar to the graph that was shown. So that's what we get when you, so in other words, in order to show two graphs, we have to assign them to handles F1 and F2 and say show F1 and F2 by saying F1 and F2 dot show and give the range of the entire plot. This is the range of the semi-plots, and this is the range of the entire plot. So let's do another example. So in this plot, there are two plots here. This is the first plot. We call it F1. Oops, sorry, wrong color. We call it F1, and this we call it F2. So we say plot F1 equals plot, and I said we put two parentheses, and then this is your function, and this is your range, and this is your color. That's for your color. So function is 3 minus x. The range will say it is from -2 to 2. So we say the range would be -2 to 2. And the color equals red. Then we do F2 equals plot Again, we open parenthesis, we set up the stage with, and we want the color equals blue, and we do the function is x over 2, that's the function, and the range will plot it from 2 to let's say 4. Okay, so the next thing we do is f1. Oh, we need to do one more thing. We need to also plot this point. As for the point, I just brought the command right in here. So for the point, we can say F3, and then we give the coordinates. Coordinates are x would be, let's say x is 2. Let me write this again. So we say F3 equals, sorry, we don't put parentheses here. F3 equals plot point, not plot, it's point, and then we open parentheses again. Within the parentheses, now point, it's one location, so we put the point at, this is 2, x is equal to 1, so we put it at x is equal to 2, 1, and then we give a color, color is RGB color, that's the syntax, equals blue, and then we have to give point size equals 30, right? And then let me get rid of this. Now we want to show f1 plus f2 plus f3, so we say f1 plus f2 plus f3 dot show. Now we give the ranges. So the range should be from about -3, x min equals -3, x max will go to 2, 3, 4 equals 4, and y min equals 0, y max equals 4. So remember, is this is the range of the entire graph. It's the range of the entire graph. And -2 to 2 is the range of the first one, and this is the range of the next one. So this range can go beyond this range, or it can be within this range. It doesn't matter. The final part can be less than this or go beyond, and you can control this, and the point is at 2, 1. So let's see how we can plot this. So I typed it in, f1 equals, this is the first plot, the range in blue, f2 plot, this is the plot, the range from 2 to 4 only, this is -2 to 2, and red, and f3, the point, 2, 1 in blue, and the point size is 30. Then you do f1 plus f2 plus f3, show, and the range. Okay, and when you run this, you get this figure, and it doesn't look similar to what we had before. Oh, so the point should be at 2, 2, not at 2, 1. So I made a mistake there. So let's say point 2, 2. So we run this, and there you go. So that is similar to the graph that was given. So we have plotted multiple graphs on one plot. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or questions, please comment below.